Every day I have walked into City Hall, I have loved working there. And I don't know if this is PC to say, but I have had a blast. And I really feel like we've done some good work. Lake Charles is on very sound fiscal ground, and I give credit where it is due. I will say, though, that this was the first budget to be passed unanimously by the City Council in 4 years. And perhaps the thing I'm most proud about with our budget. When you put together a budget, I believe the most important word is priorities. What is your priority? What do you want to spend your money on? I have said this since the campaign started. We have heard this in community meetings. We have heard the cries from our citizens. So we moved real, tangible dollars towards drainage improvement for the city of Lake Charles. We have increased our drainage investment by 78%, a $3.2 million increase. Right now, the city of Lake Charles has a little over $7 million set aside, ready to spend on drainage improvements. We accomplished this through no additional taxes, through, again, budget prioritization and sound fiscal policy. Our new philosophy on drainage and infrastructure: proaction versus reaction. So the first thing we have to do is we have to go out there, we have to get our hands dirty, and we have to identify what is out there, what currently exists. Then we have to prioritize, improve, fund, and implement a maintenance plan. Once we know what we have, then let's start maintaining it. And then lastly, we've got to study and fund capital improvements through partnerships. Partnerships, partnerships, partnerships. I care what goes on our lakefront. And so my proposal is, let's open up our lakefront to smaller parcels. Food and beverage is key. Mixed use is okay, but we must generate sales tax revenue and have something that Lake Charles citizens can enjoy. I believe our citizens should be able to enjoy our lakefront, have some pride in it, and I want to find some more money for the city budget by picking up on the greatest untapped source of revenue we have in this city, which is the I-10 corridor. 80,000 cars a day that, quite frankly, are not pulling over in Lake Charles right now. We will change that. New community initiatives. Government cannot do it alone. I believe in beautification. I believe that the way a city looks matters. These initiatives that we're beginning today, they're planting a seed. And long after everybody in this room is dead and gone, I hope that these initiatives will still be continuing, because that's the way we have to think. Partnerships in parks. We have partners in education. Why not partners in parks? Oak tree preservation. This sparked from a conversation with the Friends of Central School, and they were concerned about the oak trees at Central School. I love it. I like trees. And I said, why stop at Central School? We have some beautiful oak trees around our entire city. I'd like to protect these oak trees for future generations. And again, veterans. I think it's very important that we honor our veterans. As a civilian, every day that we walk this planet, we owe a great deal to our veterans. We are launching a 150 bricks to honor 150 veterans campaign. I'm proud to say that our community meeting tour that began in District A on July 13th recently wrapped up with our District G meeting this past Thursday. Obvious things, drainage and crime. We heard these things over and over again. There was one topic that was consistent amongst every meeting that surprised me a little bit, and that was the issue of property standards. Transit is another issue, specifically the need for extended hours and additional drop-off and pickup locations. But we are absolutely open to looking at additional hours and more drop-off and pickup locations. So it's been quite a year. I have absolutely loved every moment of being the mayor of Lake Charles, and we have so much more to accomplish. But, economic incentives, partnerships with McNeese, partnerships with Sewella. We have so many great ideas. They're bubbling up like there was a pot of water boiling on the stove, and we're just trying to organize them and get as much as we can accomplished. But again, thank you all for being here to honor my first 100 days. Thank you so much.